Yo, what's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, Collectivekicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys a deals video from the Nike factory store. There was lots of random deals that I saw. You could see the P-Rods, the retros. Surprised to actually see those there, and for $80 is a decent price for those. Look at these Air Costins for $30. That's a pretty nice price as well for those. They don't get really that much love, but still it's kind of a good price. Just some random sneakers here and there, but if you guys are not familiar with this series, basically I just go to the factory store and look around and just show you guys some of the deals that I find on the hash wall and through the store. Check out these black suede SBs. Those were for like $40. And then they had these Hirachis for only $40. Are you kidding me? Such a deal, but they only had small sizes. This one probably takes the cake, though. I did see a infrared 6, and this was like so far outside of the release. I don't know how these ones came back in, but they were there, only in one size. I don't know, sometimes you run into some pretty fun things. These slides are going to go pretty quick, so you guys can pause them on any of them that you see. Usually I try to get the label on them first and then show you the shoe. You can see the multicolor Flyknit Freeze for a pretty decent price. But basically, it's like you can find a lot of these deals that I'm showing you guys on here. Not for some of the like the infrareds, but just some of the random things you can find online. So in the description, there's a link to a bunch of clearance store options, and I always like to promote those just because for me personally it's fun to be able to go through and look, and you can see the all-stars right here. Those ones are one of them again that were available for way under retail on some of the sites that I end up tweeting here and there. But anyway, I promote those links because I do get paid a little bit for it, but the bottom line is like I promote the links, and then I look for some of this stuff, and then like a lot of times I end up buying some of the same stuff that I'm sharing with you guys, and I'm sharing deals with you guys that I think are good. Check these out. $45 for these Pippins. This is the one where I go, yeah, I should have copped those, because I think they were even cheaper than that. I want to say that it was on a hash wall at one point as well, for even less than that. So pretty crazy. There's a handful of these still left in stock as well, these little pennies. I mean, $190 retail, and then the back wall, I think the lowest I saw them was like $65. So that's got the like some bread colorway, high straps, $99. And I think again, I can't remember if this trip was the hash wall weekend or not. I do have another one from Nike that I'll post that has the hash wall. Those AJ1s though, I really like. I mean, the quality of them look nice and the color is nice. These ones are ones that are kind of an interesting hybrid of a bunch of Gary Payton shoes, interestingly enough. Zoom Flight 96s for $50, and you can see right here it's kind of a Kobe colorway, I believe, and then you can see obviously the number 8 on the back as well. Kind of nice for like a little random PE sort of find for like under $50. It's pretty awesome. But there was a whole bunch of just random fun stuff. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. These ones are fun for me to do, and it's just fun to be able to go through the store. And I know some of you guys, I like the number one comment I love to see, and it happens on every video, is your store gets a lot of cool stuff. My store sucks. And I feel so bad for you guys out there. I realize that I'm definitely privileged in the area that I live in because it's Portland, Oregon, for one. And so the thrifting is awesome here. Like when you go to the like Buffalo Exchange or Plato's Closet or like Goodwill, I always do those videos as well. And they're always fun to find some random Nike samples. They might not be heat, but it's just fun to see samples and stuff that are brought there to like Goodwill and whatnot. They have some pennies here, the penny 5s, and both of the colorways. Probably the two more popular colorways that they had. The Air Bacons, I saw these for as low as like, yeah, these ones are $60. I think I saw those as low as like $45 at one point, which is just crazy. And then these as well. Speaking of $45, retail is $110. I mean, you can get better deals at the factory store than you can from the Nike employee store a lot of the times. $80 instead of $170 on those. Less than half price, because the employee store, just so you guys know, only does 50% discount. And I don't mean that lightly, but only does 50%. But the factory store can have a hash wall, and the discounts are way greater than what they can do at the employee store. So it depends on what you find. Sometimes you find some really great things at the factory store, and you could pay less at the factory store than you will at the employee store. Now the catch is obviously some of this stuff. It's like a deal is in the eye of the beholder, in my opinion. For me personally, I mean, I just like sneakers. You guys know it, and I know it, and like, so it doesn't have to be hyped up for me to like a sneaker. It doesn't have to be worth $1,000 resale or $500 resale for me to like a sneaker. If I like the design of the sneaker, I like the colorway of the sneaker, I like the model, like there's a whole bunch of reasons why I would like a sneaker, and so it doesn't really matter to me if it's hyped up or not. It's my personal preference if I like them or not. So just throwing that out there for you guys. I don't know. I think that there's a lot of you guys out there that definitely appreciate sneakers for whatever they are, and just like whatever you like because it's something unique to you. But there's a lot of people also that are pretty much like sheep and that just follow whatever the next person is buying, and which is, it's okay. I mean, you have to be a sheep to become like something greater, you know, in the long run. Like I was the same way when I first started collecting, like over 10 years ago, and like probably 20 years ago when I really started looking at sneakers. Like I was the same sort of way. So you have to get past that little part where you're kind of like the one that just buys what other people tell you look cool, and then eventually you just develop your own taste. So don't feel bad. I'm not trying to call you guys out in any way, shape, or form. But as you like stay in the sneaker game a bit, like you'll kind of learn to take on your own I guess persona as you go. So it's something that I mean, evolution is a part of life, and it's just one of those things. It's the same thing with sneakers. This was an interesting one too that they had these ones there just kind of on the hash wall. A lot of these sometimes are just random returns, and or they just find product in the back wall, I'm assuming. They had these LeBron lows there as well. Those ones are super hyped up, and now they're not. These ones are pretty dope too. The China pack for 110. This one was one where I was like, man, maybe I get these ones because it was just a fresh colorway, and I really did like that Kobe model. The Kobe model is one of my favorites actually, which is kind of funny. I don't hype it up enough, but I really do like especially the low top model. It's just a super comfortable shoe, and I love the Lunar Lawn and that model that I just showed you guys. Some random golf shoes here and there, and then they had some hats, as you can see, the 45s. Those ones were the ones with the double nickels, I believe, when those dropped. More duck stuff. There's always a bunch of duck shoes here, and I'm not sure if it's because it's in Oregon or just in general because they're just not selling. Probably a little combination of both, to be honest, but I don't know. These were $80 for these. I think those are 2000. I can't remember they're 2013 or 14 Air Maxes, but they're definitely worth $80. It's a really nice price for those. And then these ones are super dope, and these ones are women's, but I was like, man, this is like croc print premium for $90. I was honestly looking for my size in these. Sometimes I actually do that. I just go and look in the women's side to see if they have anything fresh, because like these, you wouldn't know they're women's. They're pretty dope. Anyway, pretty long video. There's just a handful of deals left. Again, hopefully you guys like the video, and it really, I like talking like freely about like stuff like this a little bit more than just going over every one of the sneakers, because I don't know all the sneakers. You guys already know this. Those ones are pretty crazy for $30 for I mean, that's just a really easy price to pay for a sneaker. And then the last thing right here for you Duck fans, they had some jerseys here. Anyway, thanks again for watching. We'll catch you guys for some more videos soon, and be sure to check on the channel on a weekly basis because there's lots of content I post daily. Peace, guys.